Okay, so the final chapter of Oshi No Ko just dropped, and it's divisive. Now, honestly, the Oshi No Ko manga has been divisive for the past 3, 4, 5 chapters. I don't know. Well, people have been hating on Oshi No Ko ever since it was like, ever since it's like entered its final arc. Um, but now it finally ended, and I do have a lot of thoughts about it. I wanted to make an actual video, nicely edited video, but unfortunately, I will be away for the next 5 days, so I won't be anywhere near my PC, so this will have to do. But here we can see I'm currently on the Manga Plus app, a great way to actually catch up with the new release. Um, and we have the final chapter right in front of us. Now, I can see why people are mad. People are mad primarily because of Aqua's passing. And although, yeah, that is quite annoying, not gonna lie, but honestly, it does serve a purpose in the story, and it also makes the story have actual weight, because now we know he did, like a couple of chapters ago, people were still like, okay, maybe if I was like, okay, he'll probably survive, but like last chapter when it was his funeral, everything, it actually kind of sunk in that, yeah, he's not coming back. And honestly, it's tragic, it's sad because, you know, that's what's great about it. Like, you know, a series is good when people are mad when a character dies. Like, livid when a character dies. I can speak. Um, so that doesn't bother me. But there is one thing that bothers me about this chapter. It's that it just skips over stuff. Because, for example, here is this cool thing. Now, this doesn't bother me all too much, but as you can see, throughout this final chapter, Ruby is struggling between her two halves, like her darker half that she got from her father, and her lighter path that she got from, well, her mother. The same thing was happening with Aqua throughout the story, and at the end he, well, kind of embraced both and died with the shining light that his mother left him. But Ruby is throughout this chapter struggling, but even though she's sad and she's hurting because she lost pretty much all of her family members, she actually still managed to keep moving forward, and all of them also to keep moving forward and live for Aqua's sake. And as we see the impact that Aqua actually had on all of these people and how he impacted their lives for better and stuff like that. And we actually see how he even more inspired Ruby, and we see that actually Ruby became huge, that this whole drama, this whole tragedy that happened around Ruby's life is actually the thing that shined the light on her. This is actually really the cool thing about this end. Now, kind of summarize, my number one problem with this chapter is that it is kind of rushed, because all of this could have been explored in one more final arc. But I also understand why it ended here, because it could have felt a bit too much if it continued, but honestly, no, I actually take it back. I think if we had one more arc, this manga would be so peak. If you just purely focus on Ruby and her struggles of trying to like be a bright shining star in this dark and cloudy world, because the narration by, I'm guessing this is Akane, because she was doing the narration in previous chapter. I'm guessing she's the one doing the narrating in this one as well. That is super interesting because you see her struggle with it, and at the end, because of the tragedy that happened, they actually managed to that actually kind of, the darkness surrounding her life managed to make her sparkle even more. I'm talking about Ruby, of course, and she became a cultural phenomenon, and at the end she actually did manage to perform at Tokyo Dome and surpass her mother. And not only that, she managed to, there's also all these people here to support, but she also managed to actually inspire someone else. And there's this really awesome spread that talks about Ruby being a star. There's also like this point where the narrator says that Ruby still used her darkness when she needed to, so she's still embracing both sides of her parents, of her lineage. That's also pretty interesting, and this, honestly, seeing this, Ruby actually come up to the Tokyo Dome is actually did actually list a couple of emotions of me. But then again, it's kind of a problem, because this could have, if this was like 10 chapters where we see her come up to this, like, or 2 volumes, like 14 chapters, this would have hit much more, instead of just like, oh, Aqua died, brush it off, just some narration for 3 chapters and that's it. And then again, this is actually the part that actually kind of got me, kind of sold me on this ending, that it's kind of a pass for me, is when you see Ruby waking up and acknowledging that, yeah, that this was all basically about her. Because at the end of the day, when you really look at this story is about Ruby's climb to stardom. Because at the beginning, Aqua was like, for his previous life, he was like, my only thing I'm gonna do is deliver these babies of Ai Hoshino, or Hoshino Ai, and then he was like, only, okay, I'm gonna get revenge for Hoshino, for Ai, and then he was like, I'm gonna make Ruby a star, and he did that. And Ruby acknowledges this, that yeah, because she's only in this position because of Aqua and her mother Ai. She says here, to the future that Mama and Aqua illuminated for me, and is this I'm off now, where she goes off to, I don't know where, I guess moving, or is she just going to another place, we don't know. It's a beautiful picture to end manga on, and honestly I think this would be a lot more digestible. I apologize if we got a couple of more, like couple of more chapters, one more final arc to actually flesh this out, because this is a good ending. Like, when you think about it, tragedies has consequences, it's real, it's emotional, but none of these things can stick because you just don't get any time to, you know, process this. And because it's so fast, you think, okay, this is just a meme. The crow goddess is gonna come back and revive Aqua again or something, but no, you just it's done, it's finished, get over it. Now I heard that I think the guys who made Oshi No Ko are also working on another manga as well, so I'm guessing that's why they kind of ended it prematurely. But honestly, I don't know, I'm gonna miss Oshi No Ko, I'm not gonna lie. It was a really good series. I loved it. I loved the anime. We're at least gonna have anime to go on, but my lord, was it super funny seeing all the incest crap when people thought that Aqua and Ruby are actually gonna get together. I can't believe I lost that race. Oh my lord. Oh, what? Who said that? But yeah, it was super sad. And yeah, now it's ending. We're not gonna get any more Oshi No Ko meltdowns. Kaizen meltdowns are over, My Hero meltdowns are over, and Oshi No Ko meltdowns are over. We're losing manga, boys. Every single day we're losing manga, or every single week we're losing more and more manga. So yeah, like this also feels like an end of an era, because this was also manga that I've actually followed, should be told, because of Gigak's video. I started following this manga way before the anime was announced, and so it's, you know, it's always special. And I would see it and it's just way too sad. But yeah, thanks so much for watching this video. Again, I apologize for the quality, but I could have done in the situation. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and see you in the next one.